Ross Romano is teeing up the football as we're just about ready to begin the second half of action here at Kingsway Stadium behind Kingsway Regional High School, Woolwich Township, New Jersey. I'm Keith Petrosky bringing you tonight's game here on VPS TV Channel 13. Vineland leads 7-6 to start the second half, and Nick Owens, number 21, the guy who scored the touchdown for Kingsway, is back deep. But it's a short kick. Onside opportunity. Vineland looks like they recovered the football. Great play. Jeffrey Morgan, number 26, recovered that one. So strategy works out good for the Fighting Clan here to start the second half. We'll see what they can do with the football now. They have excellent field position, recovering that football on the 41-yard line of Kingsway. As I said, it's 7-6 in favor of the Fighting Clan. Vince Wilson still in at quarterback. He's a senior and one of the captains tonight. The handoff goes to Cobb, and Cobb churns up a couple of yards of ground. The captains tonight: Jamar Bird, John Winchester, Vince Wilson, and Ross Romano. Second down and 6 coming up after that 4-yard pickup by Breon Cobb. Cobb scored the only touchdown for the Fighting Clan so far tonight. In motion goes Bowman. The handoff again to Cobb. Cobb at that time is met by 3 sturdy tacklers from Kingsway. So it brings up 3rd and 7 now for the Fighting Clan. Kingsway head coach Tony Barchuk is in his 25th year and has a career record of 144 wins, 94 losses, and 5 ties coming into tonight's game. Vince Wilson throws it and hits his defensive tight end. That's Ross Romano. And look at Romano. It takes the whole Kingsway team to bring him down. Romano picked up the first down as he was wide open across the middle. See Ross Romano, he's on the right side of the line. Watch him scoot down there, do a little curl right there. Not the fastest thing on 2 legs, but he got the job done by pulling the ball in, protecting it, picking up the big Clan first down. Hand off to Cobb again. Cobb gets stuck in traffic. In last week's games, Absegami beat Father Judge 30-18. Lower Cape May 26, Pleasantville 12. Atlantic City 6-0 over Lawrenceville Prep. Millville beat Mainland 30-20. Egg Harbor Township 21, Oakcrest 14. Shallock 50, Pennsville 14. St. Joe's 14, Bridgeton nothing. As it's 2nd down and 9 yards to go. Cobb again on the carry. Hamilton shut out St. Augustine 35-0. Deptford 28, Kingsway 8. And Delsey 49 to Cumberland's 14. That's last week's action in South Jersey football. 3rd and a long 4 coming up now for the Red and Gray. Down to the 9-minute and 18-second mark here in the 3rd quarter. I'd like to remind you that today's game is being brought to you by South Jersey Federal Credit Union, Landmark Development, and Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall. In motion goes Sean Bowman. Penalty goes against the Fighting Clan. Third down and 9 yards coming up. And that's Joe Bassetti, the center. He's a senior. Danny Maldonado splits to the far side. Ross Romano, the near side tight end. And here's a halfback pass intended for Bowman, but again, he's out of bounds. Vineland's been stuck with that situation a few times tonight. A nice pass by Jamar Bird from a halfback position, but unfortunately, the reception was out of bounds. On the pass, it's picked off again by Nick Owens. So a big turnover by the Fighting Clan. You saw the pressure coming in on Vince Wilson, and he committed one of the cardinal sins against a quarterback. If you watched the Eagles game the other night, you heard them talk about it with Dante Culpepper, where quarterback is running in one position and throws back across his body. Well, those things are ripe for interceptions, and that's what happened to the Fighting Clan there, as Kingsway busted up a good drive Vineland had going after that onside kick to open off the second half. Now here we are with Kingsway having the football. 2nd and 8 coming up now. The ball was spotted at the Kingsway 35-yard line. Vineland leads by 1 point, 7-6, here in the third quarter. Handoff goes to Nick Owens. Third and 5 coming up for the Dragons. Third and 5 from the I formation. A quick pass to Nick Owens. Nick Owens plays just about every position on offense. That's what the coaches told me before the game started. There you saw him from a wide receiver position. He already has the only touchdown for Kingsway from a running back position. That time he got the first down. From the 47-yard line of Kingsway, it's 1st and 10 for the Dragons. Handoff goes to Nick Owens. Owens breaks into the defensive backfield and picked up another first down. Penalty flag is thrown on the Kingsway sideline. Hold against Kingsway. There were some games on Thursday last night. We had Cherry Hill West up their record to 1-1. Actually, they dropped to 1-1 after losing to Willingboro 47-15. Willingboro ups their record to 1-1. Morristown beat Camden 49-26. It was Woodrow Wilson 34, Northern Burlington 6. Woodrow Wilson undefeated at 2-0. Timber Creek 41, Burlington Township 22. Cherokee remains undefeated at 3-0 after defeating Cherry Hill East 34-6. Eastern also undefeated at 3-0, 24-6 over Rancocas Valley. As there's Bryant Brown, he's off to the races. I don't know if he's going to be caught. From the 44-yard line of Kingsway, he runs all the way into pay dirt. 56-yard scamper. Bryant Brown has been on the verge of breaking it all night long. He finally got the call with 6 minutes and 45 seconds left to play here in the third. And this time, Kingsway will go for the 2-point conversion. A penalty flag is dropped. There was a timeout called, but the penalty flag, I think, might have been thrown before the timeout. So the call is against the Fighting Clan. The ball is advanced halfway to half the distance. So the timeout stands for Kingsway. You'll see Bryant Brown getting that call. Look at that opening he had. A couple of shirt tackles attempts there by Vineland, but just a foot race there as Jeremy Morgan just could not keep up, as Bryant Brown scampers in 56 yards for the touchdown. 12-7 is the score right now. Kingsway will attempt the 2-point conversion. To try to make up for lost ground after they missed the extra point kick after their first touchdown. Actually, the kick was blocked. So the handoff goes to Nick Owens, and he goes untouched. Untouched for the 2-point conversion.
After the 54-yard touchdown run by Bryant Brown, capped off by the 2-point conversion run by Nick Owens.
So 14-7 is the score now with Kingsway on top. Kingsway is a tough team. I was talking to one of the assistant coaches prior to the game, and you know, Kingsway, ever since the playoff system has been expanded to the 8-team format, they've been here every year in the playoffs, state playoffs. So they know what it's like to win. They have also had some consistency. Their head coach, Tony Barchuk, has been here for 25 years. So for about the past decade, Kingsway has been just about an automatic every year. Well, they have been in every year into the playoff situation. They play in Group 3. Bruce Bartley and Jamar Bird back deep for the Fighting Clan. Ryan Pinto puts his foot through the ball. It's going to be a little short. Picked up by Bartley. Bartley, oh boy, he almost broke that one. If it wasn't for the kicker Pinto, Bartley might have been gone all the way. So good field position for the Fighting Clan. The ball just across the 35-yard line at the 37. 1st and 10 for the red and gray. Vince Wilson is the quarterback. Danny Maldonado split to the near side. 2 wingbacks. In motion goes Bowman, and he gets the handoff. Bowman turns the corner, and it looks like he got the first down unless he stepped out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Had a good escort there. So they're going to say he stepped out of bounds just prior to the first down marker, so it's 2nd down and inches to go for a first. Last week in this position, Vineland employed the quarterback sneak. We'll see if they do it this time. Generally, it's a no count between the center and the quarterback. This time they're going to Breon Cobb. Cobb has some additional running room, got more than the first down as he moves the ball across midfield into Kingsway territory to the 49-yard line. 6 minutes and 20 seconds left in the third quarter. To remind you again, today's game is being brought to you by Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall, Landmark Development, and South Jersey Federal Credit Union. The pitch to Sean Bowman. Bowman cuts it up, cuts it back, and got another first down. That Sean Bowman is a first down machine. All the way down to the 35-yard line. That's some pretty sharp running by Sean Bowman. There you see him. And he had some blocks, but a lot of that he did just on his own. Down to the 35-yard line. There you see Sean excited, signaling his the first down that he earned. Vince Wilson checks over the defense of Kingsway. In motion comes Bird. What a great block there by Bowman, freeing Bird to get in the end zone. From the 35-yard line, a 35-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird, set up because of Sean Bowman's block. So Vineland, after that touchdown by Kingsway, came out a little angry, and a penalty flag is dropped now at this extra point attempt. So Kingsway had too many guys on the field as they tried to use 12 players when 11 is the number you need to have. Rex Romano will attempt the kick. The holder is Vince Wilson. This kick, if it's good, and it is, that ties the football game. We're tied at 14. See Jamar Bird here. I hope, oh, you missed it. You saw the tail end of Sean Bowman's block, but Jamar Bird has that speed. That's something you just can't teach. That has to be a God-given talent. There it is in slow motion. Look at him. His eyes are looking downfield. He knows where he wants to go. Carrying that ball nicely. Good sharp cut. And right about now is when Bowman nailed that. There he is. There you see Bowman after the block. And that freed him to get by, because there's no way that number 24 was going to get him. So the other Romano brother, that's Ross. He's teeing up the football at the 40-yard line. Well, we're tied at 14, so it's a whole new ball game here in the third quarter. 5.5 minutes to play in the third. So we still have a full quarter to play after this one. Nick Owens back deep for Kingsway. It's a high end-over-end kick. Taken up at the 16-yard line. Seems like everybody converged there on Owens. So from the 34-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Dragons of Kingsway. Tom Graff is a sophomore quarterback for Kingsway. Nothing much there. Carry was Matt Avsek. He's a fullback, the punter, and also plays linebacker. No gain, 2nd and 10. Graff runs into some problems. Managed to salvage a few yards, though. Good heads-up play by the sophomore quarterback. Lon's defense was not fooled, but they did allow a 4-yard pickup by Graff. The near side is Nick Owens, and nobody's covering. Now Pete Caccaro comes over to cover Owens. And that's who the intended receiver is. The pass is thrown a little bit too far in front of him. Led him a little bit too much. And Caccaro right on the play anyway. Fourth and 6 brings up a punt situation for the Dragons. Bartley and Bird, the two Bs back there. Taken by Bird. Boy, what a nice tackle there to bring him down. Steve Marucci went right for the ankles and brought Bird down. So from the 40-yard line of Vineland, it's 1st and 10 for the red and gray. Danny Maldonado to the far side. In motion comes Bird. He got the handoff, has an opening, and he's going to be close to the first down. We'll see where the spot is because he was pushed out of bounds. So the spot gives him the first down. The lineman calling out their blocking assignments. In motion goes Bowman. Coming back the opposite direction is Bird. Bird has some running room again. Got another first down. So in a previous series it was Cobb, Cobb, Cobb. Now it's Bird, Bird. And 2 consecutive first downs for the senior running back. Uh-oh, fumble. We even missed it. And Kingsway got the recovery. So that's the second miscue for Bird tonight, losing the handle on the football, turning it over into Kingsway's hands. Do we have the replay on that to see what happened if we can? So Kingsway has it 1st and 10. Hand off to Nick Owens. Owens across the 40-yard line to the 41. Here's that replay. See if we can see what happened. Right here, Bird. Bird still has the football at this point. Must be on that tackle right there. There, the ball's loose as he's going down, and it pops out. Hand off to Owens. Great camera angle, guys. Thanks for that. Camera crew again tonight. David Sanchez, Ryan Gavigan. We have in the truck Brian Anthony, Justin Stumpful, and John Sabrana. Third down, 6 yards to go for the Dragons. Power I formation now for Kingsway. On the option, the pitch goes to Owens. And Owens gets into Vineland territory, or very close to it anyway, right at midfield there. They're going to mark the ball right on the 50-yard line. And it's a first down for Kingsway. Bryant Brown on the carry is met at the line of scrimmage and has no gain. I mentioned the captains and co-captains of the Vineland Cheerleaders. The squad includes Brooke Tharp, Raven Mayfield, Jerissa Burgos, Kylan Carter, Kenitha Ransom, Alexis Magnato, Courtney Flame, Michelle Houlihan, Amber Hart, Dominique Sorrow, Little Wright, and Danielle Sorrow. Had some good weather the last 2 weeks to cheer in anyway. Second down and 10 yards to go from the 50-yard line. Dragons have the football. Bryant Brown up a few. Third down and 7 yards to go for Kingsway. From the Vineland 47 is where they're operating. A look away pass and in and out. Does he have it? No, they say it's incomplete. Steve Marucci thought he had it. That was a heck of an effort nonetheless. It really brought the fans of Kingsway to their feet. Now they're booing the call by the official that said he was incomplete on that reception. Now it forces a punt for Kingsway as we're in a dogfight here, 14-14 with 12 seconds left in the third quarter. Picked up by Bird at the 11-yard line. And penalty flags are all over the field, I'm telling you. That's the end of the third quarter with the score 14 for Kingsway and 14 for the visiting Vineland Fighting Clan. There you see that reception. I don't know. If he had his hands under that football, he had a better shot of calling the argument. From up here it looked good though, didn't it? Even on the replay. We have a second here. Let's see it one more time in slow-mo. It's the ball. It's loose. It's still bobbling it. Well, you know what? I think it's probably a good call. He never really had possession, did he? Never really had possession. So the fourth quarter is upon us, and I want to remind you that our game tonight is being brought to you by South Jersey Federal Credit Union. They're opening soon at the Vineland Transportation Center. You can visit them for quality financial products and top-notch personal service right in your own backyard. Also, Landmark Building and Development Company, building a quality tradition at 2140 Civil War Road, Vineland, New Jersey, just off Lincoln Avenue. And their phone number there is 690-9199. Also, Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall. As far as you have to drive for what you want to drive, call Brian at 451-0095. Vineland's assistant coaches for this 2004 season include Travis Amstutz, Nick Bazil, Ernie Bernhardt, Jamie Burgos, Al Giordano, Dale Jones, Kyle Jones, Reed Nelson, Rich Scarpa, Dennis Singleton, and Tim Spatafor and Vinnie Terenik. They're, of course, assisting head coach Ed Belfie in his fourth season. Vineland trying to snap a four-game losing streak that stretches back to last season when they lost their final three. But you know what? You never know when they're going to wake out of their slumber, because last year they put together a 7-game winning streak. They've had moments of brilliance so far this season. They're just waiting to put it all together. The pitch goes to Sean Bowman. Bowman is forced out of bounds. So the third quarter, in our call, ended prematurely. That is the official end of the third quarter. Kingsway player shaking up on the play, but he's walking off, trotting off actually under his own power. That's number 44, Matt Asvek, who's also the punter. Games this weekend on Friday night include Atlantic City at Ocean City. That was earlier this afternoon at 4. Williamstown at Oakcrest, St. Augustine at Bridgeton, Buna at Lower Cape May, Hamilton at Middle Township, St. Joe's at Holy Spirit, Mainland at Episcopal Academy. That's in Pennsylvania at 3:30 this afternoon. Delsey at Clearview, Salem at Pittman, and Penns Grove at Woodstown. Saturday's games have Shalleck at Clayton, Gloucester Catholic at Cumberland, Morris Catholic at Wildwood, Deptford at Overbrook, Pennsville at Gloucester, Pennsauken at Washington Township. Haddon Heights will be hosting Haddon Township. Paul VI at Bishop Eustace. Paul VI, that's a story. Last week they clobbered Maple Shade 49-7. I don't know when the last time was they won a football game. So Cobb on the carry. There's Cobb for a pickup of a couple. Second and 8 coming up now for Vineland. Danny Maldonado split to the near side. That ball carrier is Walt Brown, number 9. First time we've seen him this season. Had a shoulder injury. Look at that. That's what we've missed. We didn't expect to see Walt Brown at all this season, but, well, at least not until midway through the season. But here it is, the second week. Walt Brown looks like he didn't miss a step. Brown came to the near side, then he went to the far side, turned it upfield, got enough for the first down. And a personal foul against Kingsway. So tack on 15 yards to that big pickup by Walt Brown. I'm just in shock. I can't believe that our Walt Brown is in the ball game tonight. Pitch goes to Sean Bowman. Bowman now reverses field. I'll tell you, any of these Vineland runners have such speed and determination that if they do reverse field, I mean, you better hold on to your seat because they might just break it loose. Five-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 5. The ball at the 44-yard line of Kingsway. Handoff goes to Bird. Look at that opening. Bird might go all the way. Nobody will catch Jamar Bird from the 44-yard line. Jamar Bird just turned the corner, and that was it. There was a nice fake by Wilson. So a 44-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird. Gives Vineland the lead again. And Rex Romano out of the hold of Vince Wilson, will attempt his third extra point. That one is no good. Might have been touched and blocked. Watch Jamar Bird. Look at this fake. There's a cell, and then there goes Jamar Bird. Great lane to get to the far side of the field, and it's just a foot race that Jamar Bird has got to win every time. 44-yard touchdown run. But the extra point kick was no good by Rex Romano. The way this game has been going, that could be a big problem. We'll see what the defense for Vineland can do, however, in the final 9 minutes and 58 seconds. That's all we have left in this ball game. Vineland scored first. Kingsway came back to score 2. Then Vineland tied it. Now Vineland goes ahead. Vineland looking for their first win this season. They lost last week to Ocean City, a heartbreaker with 2 minutes and 13 seconds left to play. And the score tied at 7 apiece. Ocean City busted it loose to take home a 21-7 victory. Kingsway trying to advance their record. They're 1-1 coming into tonight's game. Ross Romano's kick goes into the hands of Nick Owens at about the 11 or 12-yard line. Owens trying to find some openings there. He kept his feet churning, that's for sure. So the ball is spotted at the 35-yard line of Kingsway. They'll have it 1st and 10 to start this series here in the 4th quarter. 9 minutes and 50 seconds left. Vineland leads it by 6, 20-14. The handoff goes to Bryant Brown. A lot of hard hits there at the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10 yards to go after that first play and no gain on the carry. From the 35-yard line of the Kingsway Dragons. Nick Owens on the carry this time. Third and 7 coming up next for Kingsway. Trying to pass is Graff, but he just cannot do it. He's met there by Steve Leake and John Winchester. What a great job they did for that sack. Do we have that on replay by any chance? That's a great defensive play. Kingsway back to punt. It's a nice high punt. Uh-oh. Bruce Bartley came up there to field that high punt, bounced off his shoulder pads, and Kingsway gets it back. All right. Here we're going to see that great defensive play. Steve Leake and John Winchester exuberant about their sack. And then disaster strikes. Kingsway retains possession after that great defensive stand, covering that fumble after Bruce Bartley couldn't field that high punt. The nose of the football is on the 40-yard line of the Fighting Clan. It's 2nd down and 7 yards to go for another first, as Kingsway now breaks out of the huddle. Bryant Brown on the carry. Took it down to the 34-yard line of the Fighting Clan. Two yards to go on 3rd down. I think he'll be short. So I'll call it 4th and 1. Out of the power I formation, Kingsway is going to get the first down as a gift, as Vineland's defensive linemen were offsides.
It is offsides on Vineland, a first down Dragons.
The handoff to Owens, and Christian Guadalupe seemed to come out of nowhere, but like a shot, and just nailed Nick Owens. Nick Owens, though, is unfazed. He just gets up, walks back into the huddle. Bring up a 2nd and 11 now. Ball's right on the 30-yard line of Vineland. Getting down to the 5-minute mark here in this ball game. Graff asking for a little escort service there, as Vineland defense was bearing down on him. He gets out of bounds, but he really didn't help the situation out. Well, a loss of a yard, in fact, bring up a 3rd and 12. Timeout called by the Vineland Fighting Clan, with 5 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the ball game, and Vineland enjoying right now what is a 6-point lead, 20-14 over Kingsway. Well, Vineland opened the 2004 season at home on Friday, September 17th, last Friday, as the Ocean City Red Raiders visited Gateau Memorial Field. Ocean City was coming off a subpar 3-win, 7-loss 2003 season, plus an opening season loss to Bridgeton the week before by a 15-9 score. It was Vineland's first game of the season, as the Fighting Clan was coming back after posting a 7-win, 3-loss record for 2003. The Gatone Stadium crowd was pretty great, and the Hurricane Ivan threatened but held off to allow the game to be played rain-free. After a scoreless first quarter, Ocean City scored with 6:16 left to play in the first half, as Red Raider quarterback Jordan Taroni hit running back Jim Crowley for a 43-yard touchdown pass, and kicker Dave Bile added the extra point. Teams went into locker rooms with Ocean City leading 7-0. Near the end of the 3rd quarter, Vineland's Jamar Bird electrified the crowd with a 67-yard touchdown run. Rex Romano added the extra point, making the score 7 apiece. But right now, there's a great play by Jamar Bird to sack quarterback Graff. He is really upset, Graff is. He didn't want that to happen, that's for sure. But Ocean City scored twice more in the final 2 minutes and 13 seconds last week of that game to escape with a 21-7 victory over the Fighting Clan. Vineland had more first downs and more rushing yards. Breon Cobb carried 14 times for 63 yards. Jamar Bird totaled 73 yards on 7 carries and a touchdown. In passing, John Winchester finished with 4 completions on 15 attempts and 2 interceptions. So on the punt, Kingsway gets it off, and it's going out of bounds. Danny Maldonado last week caught one for 48 yards, and Rex Romano hauled one in for a 16-yard pickup. All those stats are courtesy of Jason Karras of the Daily Journal. Vineland coming into today's game is 0-1. Ocean City left last week's game 1-1, and that is the identical record of Kingsway, the opponent Vineland is playing tonight. 4 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. 20-14 the score in favor of Vineland. Vineland has the football, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Jamar Bird gets the call this time. Bird has some opening, and he got the first down. He's still on his feet. Look at that. Good second, third effort as Bird gets all the way up to the 43-yard line. That is good effort, good running by Jamar Bird. A little different from his usual breakaway speed, as he just kept his legs churning, followed his blocking. That's a good play's worth of work. There you see Bird. He turns here, a couple nice blocks. And there he almost goes down, but he regained his balance. Hey, there was a key block on that play by Luis Torres, number 65. Good job, Luis. Sean Bowman got the call that time. He gets the ball up to the 45-yard line. Pickup of 2 brings up a 2nd and 8. And a timeout on the field. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to play. 20-14. Vineland has the football. And they're marching down again, barring any mistakes or turnovers. It could be threatening for another touchdown with another couple of first downs. Next Friday night, October 1st, Absegami will be visiting Vineland. Absegami has a bye week this week. Watch this sack. Here it comes. There's Jamar Bird. That set up this current possession. Good job by Jamar Bird on defense. He's been having an outstanding offensive game as Breon Cobb breaks into the defensive secondary and gets another first down for the Fighting Clan. I was saying about Absegami, next week's opponent. Absegami beat Father Judge 30-18 last week, and they also beat St. Joe, or they lost to St. Joe's, pardon me, in the season opener, 20-14. So Absegami will be bringing a 1-1 record into Gatone Memorial Field next Friday night, October 1st. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Breon Cobb on the carry again. Takes the ball up to the 41 of Kingsway. That's what Vineland needs to do here. Grind it out football. Consume as much of the clock as possible in this drive. Hold on to the ball. And also score. Jamar Bird. And Bird gets another first down for the Fighting Clan. Then on Friday, October 8th, Vineland is on the road at Oakcrest. Friday, October 15th at Atlantic City, so a couple of road games. They return home again on October 22nd, Friday night, against Lower Cape May. And then at Egg Harbor Township, October 29th, and Mainland comes to town on November 5th. Hand off to Cobb. Look at that, 2 hands on the football, protecting it. Certainly doesn't want that ball stripped out. Kingsway calls a timeout to preserve the clock if they can hold. There we saw a fast action replay of first down play. You have to use your own personal TiVo to see that one clearly. Here we go. We've got it again. There's Jamar Bird. Jamar Bird, great job on that first down. Two minutes, 32 seconds left on the clock. There you see the Vineland High School marching clan clad in their brand new uniforms. Look pretty sharp out there tonight. Danny Maldonado splits to the near side, double wing back. Walt Brown's in there again, along with Sean Bowman. Here comes Walt Brown in motion. The handoff goes to Bowman. Bowman struggles. He got stopped, but he struggled there, trying to break loose. Got a pickup of a yard, so 3rd and 9. This is a big 3rd down for Vineland. They really need to get it. That's Cobb. He's fighting for it. Oh, I think he's going to be short of the first down. I think Vineland will go for the first down here if they didn't get it on that carry. The officials will take a timeout to measure it. That's how close it is. There you see Coach Ed Belfie, Coach Dale Jones, Coach Jamie Burgos on the sidelines. Coach Burgos talking to Vince Wilson, the quarterback. Looks like it's a little short, a couple inches. I'm sure the Fighting Clan will go for this. They need this first down to get a little more breathing room on the clock and also keep the drive going because, let's face it, they're only 22 yards away from pay dirt. Minute 36 to play. Get a first down here, they could pretty much run out the clock. Vince Wilson hands off to Cobb. Cobb has some running room, and he's in for another touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown for Breon Cobb. Minute 12 left in the ball game. Vineland jumps out front, 26-14. Substitution penalty against the Fighting Clan. Backs the ball up. But Rex Romano is still out there to attempt the extra point, and the hold will be from the 15-yard line. So it's a 25-yard extra point, and it's squibbly to the left. Never really got his foot under it. So 26-14 with 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining. Breon Cobb on an exciting 21-yard touchdown run. This whole series really was marked by some astounding runs. Jamar Byrd added a beautiful one for a first down just minutes ago or seconds ago. And Breon Cobb had that 21-yard touchdown scamper. When they had to do it, Vineland has done it tonight. Hasn't been an error-free game by any stretch of the imagination. But some of those things are forgotten a little bit when the scoreboard says differently. There you see Breon Cobb going from 21 out, and it wasn't a clean run. I mean, he had to fight his way to get those 21 yards and the touchdown. That, by the way, is Breon Cobb's second touchdown tonight. Jamar Byrd has 2, and Cobb has 2. Ross Romano has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Nick Owens back deep for the Kingsway Dragons. That one's kept as a low squiggler. They don't want to give Owens a shot at it. Minute 9 left now. "12-point lead for Vineland's Fighting Clan with a minute 9 to play. First and 10 for Kingsway. They're operating from their own 34. That's Bryant Brown on the carry, and he gets a first down all the way across the 45 to the 46-yard line of the Dragons. So it looks like Kingsway will drop to 1-2. Vineland will even their record at 1-1 for the season as we get down to the 52nd mark. Feldman in motion. The pitch goes to Brown. Penalty flag is thrown at the end of the play. So the yardage is marked off against the Dragons after that personal foul. 35 seconds to play. They're all the way back at their own 33-yard line now. Out of the eye, Kingsway. Owens gets caught from the side by a shirt, and we have Jonathan Roseltov there. Steve Leake and Jeremy Morgan in on that tackle. That's the way it'll end. 26 for the Fighting Clan, 14 for Kingsway. Let me just recap the scoring for you. Back in the second quarter, Breon Cobb took it 12 yards in for a touchdown. Rex Romano added the kick, giving Vineland a 7-0 lead in the second quarter. Then toward the end of the second quarter, it was a 1-yard touchdown run by Nick Owens. The kick by Pinto was no good. So Vineland went into halftime with a 7-6 lead over Kingsway. Then in the third quarter, with 6:45 to play, a 56-yard touchdown run by Bryant Brown and the 2-point conversion by Owens gave Kingsway a 14-7 lead. Toward the end of the third quarter, it was a 31-yard touchdown run by Jamar Bird. Romano's kick was good. That made it 14-14. In the fourth quarter, Jamar Bird had a 44-yard touchdown run. The kick by Romano was no good. And then later on in the fourth quarter, with 1:12 to play, it was a 21-yard touchdown Breon Cobb run, and Romano's kick was no good, and that's where we stand at 26-14. So overall today, the Fighting Clan, like I said before, had some mistakes. It was not an error-free game. There were a couple of turnovers that they wish they did not have let happen, but they recovered nicely, and they won this football game against a very good Kingsway team by a score of 26-14. Next week, I'll remind you that Absegami's Braves visit Vineland's Gateau Memorial Field. And remember last year, that was one of the most exciting games we saw. Absegami was a very highly rated team with quarterback Ryan Goodman. This year, Goodman has graduated, thank goodness. He's playing now for the University of Nebraska. But Vineland and Absegami next Friday night, October 1st, 7 o'clock kickoff. So for our whole crew here, David Sanchez, Ryan Gavigan, Brian Anthony, Justin Stumfell, and John Sabrana. I'd also like to thank our sponsors of Vineland High School football here on VPS TV Channel 13, South Jersey Federal Credit Union, opening soon at the Vineland Transportation Center. You can visit them for quality financial products and top-notch personal service right in your own backyard. That's South Jersey Federal Credit Union. Also, Landmark Development, Landmark Building and Development Company, building a quality tradition, 2140 Civil War Road. Telephone number there is 690-9199. And Brian Romano at Bob Novick Auto Mall. As far as you have to drive for what you want to drive, call Brian at 451-0095. So for the whole crew here and all of us at VPS TV Channel 13, I'm Keith Petrosky. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, the final score here, 26 for Vineland and 14 for Kingsway. Vineland ups their record to 1-1, and Kingsway drops down to 1-2. We'll see you next week.
I got the toys in my knapsack, a hoodie, I just smacked bird because I don't play. Got the toys in my knapsack, a hoodie, I just smacked bird because I don't play. Toys in my knapsack, a hoodie, I just smacked bird because I don't play. Got the toys in my knapsack, a hoodie, I just smacked bird because I don't play. Don't play. Don't grind the drum if you wanna get some. If you wanna get some.